Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to the Car vs. Bike Race Series, where a car and bike go head-to-head competing for mobility in the neighborhood. Let's meet today's competitors. First on the left is the underdog that gets overlooked, the Silent Knight. With one human power weighing at only 30 pounds, this naturally aspirated wonder gets an astonishing 4 miles per taco and needs just over 100 square feet of operating space. On the right is a familiar face and the people's typical choice, Bruce and Wayne. With 240 horsepower and weighing in at nearly 2 tons, this heavyweight gets 22 miles per gallon in the city and needs nearly 900 square feet of operating space in today's race. Today's course is a 1-mile race to get from the East Lake neighborhood to the Cup Bob restaurant in Soda Row. The racers will start in the neighborhood, go down the straightaway towards Ochre Lake. At the lake, the Silent Knight will split onto the bike path, and Bruce and Wayne will stay on the street. They will each circumnavigate the lake towards Soda Row. Bruce and Wayne will need to go through the roundabout, and the Silent Knight will continue along the bike path. Ultimately, they will take a left into Soda Row, where they will cross the finish line at the Cup Bob restaurant. Without further ado, let's start this race! Silent Knight is ahead, turning onto the straightaway, heading towards Ochre Lake with Bruce following closely behind. Bruce has a disadvantage here. He must make a full, complete stop, whereas Silent Knight gets to roll on through. Bruce is trailing behind down the straightaway. Oh, what's this? He's getting held up. The Silent Knight riding down this fairly narrow bike path, having to dodge pedestrians. Bruce is getting held up with cross traffic at the lake. The Silent Knight maintains his lead, having to dodge more pedestrians and bikes at this narrow bridge crossing. Bruce approaching the roundabout to the busy Daybreak Parkway. Oh no, and he gets held up by traffic yet again. Now that he's made it through the roundabout, Bruce is speeding up and closing in this gap. And the Silent Knight getting held up by a minivan not stopping for him at the crosswalk. This is it, race fans. Bruce is right on the tail of the Silent Knight, pulling into Soda Row. And the Silent Knight pulls it off for the win! What an epic race for our winner, the Silent Knight, who shows that bikes are here as a real mobility competitor. Let's take a look at the results. The Silent Knight beat Bruce and Wayne by 13 seconds. Both traveled about a mile. Quarter taco burned by Silent Knight. Bruce combusted 6 ounces of gasoline. 0 emissions by Silent Knight, and just over 400 grams of CO2 emitted by Bruce. In the end, they both completed one trip. Sometimes we find that less is more, and for short trips, go by bike. Like the video and subscribe for more epic car versus bike and other great content to come.